So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Well, I think it was a little difficult for him to pick exactly the right option there. There were so many in the box. I don't think we should be totally surprised that he actually went for the shot in the end.
Valero. Josip Ilicic. Lazzari did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Lazzari. Lazzari lobs it in gently. Hits it! It's a loose ball.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
Who's going to make this theirs? Valero. Badel. Pascual. Tomovic. Dinks one in. Dangerous looking ball, and it's come to nothing. Looks like a good ball through. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. And back out it comes. Got a shot away!
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and he had to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he's just opted for raw power.
No goals as yet. Now it's Rossi. And it's Ilicic. Pascual. Now it's Fernandez. Surely he scores! Tomovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tries a through ball. Could try cutting inside here. Valero. Tomovic. Matias Fernandez. Pascual. So what now? Lazzari passes it through. Crunching tackle. Matias Fernandez. Valero. Josip Ilicic. Tomovic. Looks to slip it through. Tried to play it through.
Look, if he wants that ball to make it, then he has to pass it with a bit more zip. I think he knew as soon as it left his boot, it was going to be cut out. Just lacked a little more power.
Goal! Fiorentina! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, when you go one-on-one with the keeper, you can't afford any indecision, and that was decisive and clinical.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, that's put him in the driving seat, but there's a lot of football left in this one yet, believe me.
Tomovic. Josip Ilicic. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Tomovic. Valero. Rodriguez. Valero. Spoon forward. Giuseppe Rossi plotting from out on the right-hand side. Giuseppe Rossi. And it's half-time here.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And that's a throw-in. And it's Lazzari. Well, that had to be more accurate. Josip Ilicic, who does have an assist to his name. Tomovic. Badal. Valero. Matias Fernandez. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Pasquale hoists it high. Great ball, now the shot! It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. It's come loose. And he's straight offside. Badal. .60 minutes played.
Well, if you're chasing a game, there isn't an awful lot you can do without the ball. They're not seeing enough of it, and it needs a real team effort now to sort this out.
Fernandez. Fernandez. There's alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tries to get it forward quickly. The story. Chance! Firmly met. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Tries to stroke it through. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Matias Fernandez. Pasquale. Thrust towards the front line. And let down by a lack of accuracy. Tomovic. Valero. Now the pass. Back of the net! Two up and threatening to pull clear. Jim, your thoughts?
Look, you can only exploit the space if the pass is good enough, and in that instance, it was instinctive and quick, and it did the damage.
Fiorentina get themselves a 2-goal cushion. Tomovic. Ilicic. Knocks it towards the front. Looks to slip it through. Badel positions himself well and cuts it out. Gets it upfield.
Can admit to being second best so far. They've not looked together enough, and concentration levels are well down on the standard we expect.
Into the channel. Gets into some space. Tries to cut back. Badel can hoist it clear. Lazzari.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there. Didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. And I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
And it's Rossi. Josip Ilicic. Can he find a finish now? The Route 1 option, and that's that. No joy for the players, nor indeed for the loyal fans. It has ended in defeat, a thoroughly disappointing outcome. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the one area that was most vulnerable was the heart of their defence. They've got
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Giuseppe Rossi is a fairly easy pick for me. He's had some awful injury setbacks, but It hasn't hindered his goal-scoring skills, nor his preference to drop into a deeper position and link the play at times. He deserves...
It's in!
Oh, that was a close call, but for me, he timed his run to absolute perfection there to stay just onside, and he's still a lot to do, you know, but I think he's tucked that away really well.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, that's put him in the driving seat, but there's a lot of football left in this one yet, believe me.
Lifting it over, and he's onside. Plays it into the box. Massive leap! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Badel. He scored inside the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0. Keeps everyone guessing. Badel passes it through, and it's the goalkeepers to claim. Well, it's a scoreline to raise the eyebrow. 1-0 to the underdogs. Mario Suarez. Where to from here? Tries a through ball. Rodriguez. Pascual. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
He timed his run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
And it's Badel. Real chance! Big chance here! Really well taken goal! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Look, you can only exploit the space if the pass is good enough, and in that instance it was instinctive and quick, and it did the damage.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, I love watching games like this when both teams are given everything they've got to try and win it. This is all the makings of a cracker.
So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. Matias Fernandez. Valero. Mario Suarez. Valero. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. It's come loose. Now it's Valero. Dinks one in. Giuseppe Rossi! Goal! Fiorentina! And the comeback is complete!
Well, I think it takes real confidence and a natural technical ability to be able to do that. I think he made it look so easy, and it was anything but. I would have struggled with that big time.
Fiorentina get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Tries the route one option. Giuseppe Rossi. Aimed long and direct. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
The collective sigh there. They know they got away with one. Matias Fernandez. Cuts it out. Now the pass. Just the goalkeeper to beat. What about it? They've done it again! It is incredible! A truly wonderful strike. And the whistle goes for half-time. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Valero. Pascual. Keeper's got good distance on that. Hoops it upfield. Good run through the middle, but he needs support. Fiorentina emerge unscathed. They were right up against it. Mario Suarez positions himself well and cuts it out. Patel. Pascual. And he's made certain that won't get through. Lazzari. Looks like a good ball through. Looks to slip it through. Corner given. Great leap! Valero. Patel. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's Patel. Valero. Tries to get it forward quickly. Plays it out to the flank. Cut out in the nick of time. It's a fabulous position. A chance! Ball's loose, who's getting there? Sorry. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Matias Fernandez set up one goal so far. Forward it goes. Tries a through ball. Shoots! It's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway. Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Played out to the wing. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And it's Astori. Out for a throw. Patel tries to stroke it through. He has it out wide now. Lazzari. Now the pass. It's got through to him. Matias Fernandez. Pascual. Valero. Matias Fernandez. Laksari. Pumps it upfield. Can he find a finish now? He scored! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Oh, even a section of the opposition fans were applauding that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, once upon a time I was harsh on goalkeepers, but now I'm more sympathetic because the ball moves all over the place these days, and we've just seen it again.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Passes it through. It's Rossi! That's superb from Giuseppe Rossi! With so little time left, grandstand finish! What about that, Jim Beglin?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Fiorentina give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Oh, he's broken through. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, I think when you score with your first effort and goal, there's a good chance that things are going to go your way for the rest of the game. And to be fair, they used the impetus it gave them to gain a level of control, and I think they went on and deserved to win.
So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Laksari, now the pass. Tries one! This could fall anywhere. Thrust towards the front line. Valero does well to read it and intercepts. the defence can get it clear. He goes long. Keeper's ball. Valero. Josip Ilicic. And it's Tomovic. Badel. Josip Ilicic. Badel. Tries the route one option. Looks like a good ball through. Fiorentina can count themselves very lucky there. They looked fragile. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Josip Ilicic. The story. Badel. Rodriguez. No goals as yet. Josip Ilicic. Fernandez. Pascual. Where to from here? Tomovic. Played out to the wing. Now here's the through ball. And the keeper's in command. Forward it goes. Matias Fernandez. And it's Pascual. Fernandez. Looks to dink one in. Gone behind for a goal kick. Rodriguez. Valero. Matias Fernandez. Josip Ilicic. Badel. Aim forward. Tries a through ball. Well read, he sorted that out. Good clearance and very necessary. Josip Ilicic. Pascual. That's not going to make it. Badel cuts it out. Rodriguez. Deftly done. It's come loose. Lazzari. Passes it through. It's a decent ball. Valero. Matias Fernandez. Fiorentina getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Tomovic. And it's Ilicic. So who can spark this game into life? There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
By taking that route into a central position, he made it easier for the defence.
Pascual looks to slip it through. It's Valero! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Yeah, I've got great admiration for the finish, but I've even more admiration for the pass that set it up. It was delicious.
Fiorentina take the lead.
Look, we know they're in control now, but they can't let their concentration drop, not one bit.
And it's Ilicic. That intervention was very necessary. Boots it upfield. And it's half-time here.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Lazzari.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there. Didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. And I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
Valero. Matías Fernandez. Josip Ilicic. Tomovic. Tries to get it forward quickly. Giuseppe Rossi. Fine defending there. Ilicic. Valero, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. It's a long forward pass. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? The story. Valero. Matías Fernandez.
Well, if you're chasing a game, there isn't an awful lot you can do without the ball. They're not seeing enough of it, and it needs a real team effort now to sort this out.
Header! The story. Tomovic. Josip Ilicic. Tries a long pass towards the front. Well played, he saw that coming. Aimed long and direct. Badal. Valero. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Rodriguez. And it's Ilicic. Matías Fernandez. Pascual. Looks like a good ball through. Josip Ilicic. Chance to shoot. Giuseppe Rossi gets flagged offside. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Fernandez. Pascual. Josip Ilicic. Matías Fernandez with the ball through. Lazzari moves long and forward. Tomovic. The story. Valero. And it's Pascual. And the counter is on. Fiorentina looked all at sea and terribly vulnerable, but they've got away with it. Badal. Josip Ilicic. Rossi. Referee's given a throw. Are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, they can still hope for one more chance. Maybe two if they're lucky.
ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Valero. Lazzari knocks it towards the front. Pumps it upfield. Fiorentina somehow escaped the danger. That was a tight call, though. Matias Fernandez. Josip Ilicic pumps it forwards. They are right into last chance territory. Defence has got rid of that. Plays it long. Josip Ilicic. So that's it. It is all over. One goal settled it. A tense and exciting game that just got away.
Do you know, after the goal, I thought they had time on their side to get back into this match, but that stubborn opposition defence, they always looked that little bit too strong.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.